and we'll just see where it goes.
Okay, and I am recording as well.
All right.
I think there's a lot of things to talk about this week.
Oh, yeah.
Are there?
Well, more than, I don't know. My head's still in a fog. So, hey everybody, I hope you're all doing well. How is everyone doing tonight?
I have rum and coke.
I'm doing all right.
I love it when the Pokemon fall asleep.
I have discovered that I am not good at aiming, but then I discovered that I was doing it wrong, and I was supposed to hold down the button to throw the Pokeball, and not just rapid fire it like I do in Monster Hunter.
Yeah, that's an important step to remember.
The game didn't tell me.
I mean, it kind of did.
It didn't tell me enough.
You have survey tips.
Who reads those?
I mean, I do sometimes.
Also, I assumed that I knew how to play the game because I watched Picaspi play it.
I'm going to be that person, but what are survey tips?
The in-game tips of how to do things. You can access them through the menu.
Oh, okay, I've never looked at those then.
Good Lord.
Hey, I'm doing pretty well. I'm about to do the second boss.
I saw, I think it's the Coronet Highlands boss, and I
that's
can.
the final boss, isn't it?
No, I don't think so. I don't know.
Non-legend wise.
What?
Non-legendary wise.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm just talking about the Frenzied Lord. And I can already tell that I'm not going to enjoy that one.
Well, Cleavor was surprisingly easy.
I mean, yeah, just kite around the tree.
Yeah, and let it smash into the tree and just spam those sacks of food.
Yeah.
And then Mulligan's just here. Now you haven't been. Here's a tip: you have invincibility frames.
I'm getting ready to do that fight soon, but I'm just going to do the Cherrim quest right now.
Man, can Hisui and Arcanine get official art already so that I can actually reference it for...
It hasn't got any official art yet?
It's technically not revealed yet.
Oh dear, Pokemon.
No, this is not a bad thing. The game is about a week old. It's not unheard of for them to... Especially when they haven't revealed every new Pokemon that's in Legends.
Right. I mean,
I think people got spoiled by Gen 7 where everything was revealed before the game came out.
Yeah, I did not like that at all.
Yeah, but it's not unheard of for them to just not have the official art already out on the internet this early after a game release.
Did Impidimp ever get an official reveal?
Yeah.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I remember that was an on-running joke for the longest time.
Yeah.
Who's on my ass? I take it we're all enjoying this game extremely well.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I don't play it for too long at one time, but yeah.
I get lost, and like super immersed into it. And it's like next thing I know, it's like 6 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh shit, I had stuff to do.
I just don't have it yet, but I'm not worried about spoilers or anything. So, yeah.
Okay. So
I'm not far enough in the game to spoil anything major.
Yeah, basically.
So I guess it's me who has to be quiet here.
Yeah. Well, I know things that are farther ahead than Phoenix is, but nothing super important, just the identities of some bosses.
Ah, okay. I mean, I assume they're the new Pokemon.
Yeah. Well, variants, but yeah. And I'm also just kind of waiting for King of the Crossroads to finally do those last few sprites so that I can make radiants of them.
Can't wait to see what you do for some of them, because the shinies of Ursaluna especially are amazing.
Yeah. I'm going to bring up the radiants on my screen as soon as I can fucking find them. There it is. Okay, navigate to voice context, and boom. Those are radiants of sprites that King of the Crossroads has done already.
Oh, I love the...
I had to change Zoroa, Zoroark, and Braviary because the shinies were too close to what I had.
I really, really love them. I'm not going to say what they are because that's like the apex of the game. But I love those colors for those two.
Yeah. I mean, one of them is obvious and the other is just kind of...
They still look good.
Yeah. I actually really like how Typhlosion came out because
I was just about to say.
it is just Mega Typhlosion's color scheme.
It looks really good.
I think a sleeper favorite of mine are Sliggoo and Gudra.
They do look really cool.
They do. I love the red.
Sneasel is just the same radiant as Jotonian Sneasel, except with a splash of red on its face, and the gems and stuff are yellow instead of red.
You know, it's funny. I found Jotoni and Sneasel before I even left the first area.
Yeah.
Thank you, Space-Time Distortions.
Yep. It's weird that Sneasel is like one of the few Pokemon where you can get both versions of it, I think.
Is it the only one?
I don't know if it's the only one, but I know that it's notable for being like that.
Okay.
I think it is the only one.
Huh. That's strange. I wonder why they did that.
Hmm.
Who knows?
Because they have to, or they wanted to keep all the original Gen 4 Pokemon available. Probably.
Oh,
that
that's
makes
fair.
sense.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah. Yes.
And that's why. I mean, I figured that's why Porygon's in the game. Even though Porygon shouldn't exist yet.
Well,
Thank
The
you, time
Dex
travel.
entries for the Porygon line are hilarious. I've
Yeah.
seen them.
That's like Magnemite's line is in the game too, but not even through a space-time distortion. You can just find a Magnezone flying around.
Huh.
Yep.
I
And
mean,
part
of me wants to say magnets existed.
Oh, they
Thing.
almost definitely did.
But like, that's a flying tank.
Yeah. Also, I keep hearing, especially like Picasbury, kind of like misunderstanding that just because this game is set in the past doesn't mean that it's the fucking Dark Ages, because
Exactly.
he commented on the existence of Elekid and did his like Ted and Frank bit where he says, "Hey Ted, there's a Pokemon that looks like a plug in an outlet." Frank, what's a plug in an outlet? I don't know, Ted. But I'm just thinking, they certainly had electricity by that time.
Oh, definitely.
Yep.
I mean,
But did they have standardized outlets at the time?
I can't imagine they didn't.
chunkers. I think it was only like, oh shit, like I've seen lamps from that era, and it's like similar to what we have today, except you wouldn't want to go near it. It looks so janky. My grandfather has a old architect lamp from the 1800s. I would say even before when this game is supposedly set, and it's just your run-of-the-mill standard 2-prong plug, except it's
Right.
like on a round thing with like a cord. It's not something I feel safe plugging in.
It's also just like I really hate this common theory being posed as fact that the Hisuian variants and Pokemon are extinct now, because there is no reason to assume that.
I wouldn't say they're extinct, not at all. But I don't think they can exist easily compared to the modern versions of them.
Why not?
Let me give it.
Because
You have most of the.
people keep citing the fact that they're not in games that are set in the future, but you know what else isn't in games set in the future? Fairy type.
Exactly. For example, Cleavor, the special stone needed to evolve that, might have been mined up to exhaustion, so it can no longer evolve because the stone no longer exists, kind of thing.
Okay, then explain Hisui and Growlithe, which I'm pretty sure still evolves through
With
Firestone.
the Firestone, it took me a while looking over those variants to come up with an example. And for Ursaluna, maybe the reason why it doesn't exist, the bog where it only can evolve at doesn't exist anymore.
Yes,
in
it
modern
does.
Sinnoh.
Yes, it does. It's called the Pastoria Great Marsh.
Is that where that is supposed to be?
Yep.
Fine. Like, I've been having a hard time pinpointing locations.
There's an entire marshy area around there. Like the route that's south of Hearthome, I want to say, where you just get stuck in the mud. And then there's a Pastoria area, and yeah, these places still exist.
Yeah, I know, but the area where you have to get the peat moss, because I found one today, would be south of Salacian Ruins, nowhere near Hearthome.
But that's still in that same general marshy area.
Fair, but like I don't think the map is orientated the same way as Diamond and Pearl.
There's a little bit of geographical misalignment, which I'm attributing to one, artistic liberties, and two, maybe like it's not that unreasonable to assume that small bits of geography could change in that amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
But there are just too many Pokemon where it wouldn't make sense for them to not exist anymore. Like White Stripe Basculin and like evolution based variants like the starters.
Did they ever give a in-game reason why they're different from their origin?
Something about Mount Coronet's energy.
Oh, that kind of makes sense since that angry butthole is over Mount Coronet until you beat the game.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what's causing all these weird evolutions to happen.
No, because like
you're right, never
the
mind.
people of Hisui are acting like they're normal.
Good point. Okay, Cleavor is really the only one I can come up like a deep lore why it doesn't exist anymore.
And even then, that doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Like
No, just make it
Stantler and
extremely
Quillfish
rare.
just evolved by using a move a few times.
Right. And doesn't Lilligant, how does she evolve? Sunstone. Same exact way.
Yeah, there's no reason why these would be extinct.
No.
The only one I could really argue with is Hisuian Voltorb.
Yeah.
Yeah, that evolved to be modern Voltorb.
No, but that has actual lore reasons why it wouldn't exist anymore, because it would have evolved out of those traits because humans consider it a pest.
Right. Am I the only one disappointed with the Voltorb? I mean, not the Voltorb, the Electrode.
I don't mind it.
Like, I was expecting it to be a little more happy.
I mean, if you consider normal Voltorb is angry and then it evolves into a happy Electrode, Hisuian Voltorb is happy and it evolves into an angry Electrode. Did I just blow your mind? Is my internet working? I think my internet died, guys. Yeah, my internet died. You guys get to hear me bullshit until it's fixed. Hang on a sec.
There is a slight lore-wise why it looks like that.
Okay, my internet
in the
died, so I just missed whatever you said in the last minute and a half or so.
The Goodra
I
line.
don't think much was said.
No,
Well, I was
trying to think.
explaining Voltorb.
Yes, and I was completely shocked that normal Electrode is happy.
Yeah.
Never realized that. But going to what Pokemon did I say? Oh, the Goodra.
Gudra.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a regional thing. I think that's based off its like happiness. Because when Goodra, or I forget which Pokedex it's in. On Goomy, when it's sad, it grows a heart. It like gets hardened.
Well, it's a different type, so it's definitely like.
Well, yeah, it's a steel type because it got hardened. It has a hardened shell to hide in. No longer friendly. It's sad.
But the Sliggoo looks very happy.
I haven't seen one in game yet.
Hmm.
The only thing I know is Goodra looks super depressed.
Hmm. I don't know. Like,
Also, one thing I want to mention with the whole, timeline thing and people misunderstanding just, when exactly it takes place reminds me of the whole thing in Avatar. Because, the original show of Avatar: The Last Airbender has a very, almost medieval look to it. But then suddenly, 60 years later, in Legend of Korra, and it's basically the Roaring Twenties. And people are like, that's way too fast, blah, blah, But it's like, if you think about it, 60 years before 1920, which is what Korra was inspired by, was the Civil War, 1860s.
Yeah, people don't realize how fast we advanced as a human race.
Yeah.
And like, I think it's safe to say that this game, Legends takes place turn of the century, late 1800s, early 1900s.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, I've heard that it's roughly Meiji.
It's Meiji Restoration. Yeah.
So.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there is any roughly about it. Like, it is based on the Meiji Restoration.
Okay. Well, I mean, there's the fact that it's not on Earth, so.
Yeah.
Well, I always considered Pokemon to be like a parallel universe that sort of loosely follows our timeline, just with its own Pokemon instead of animals, regions instead of countries, kind of thing. So anyone know when Cherrim gets Petal Dance right off the top of their head?
No, but I also have a comment to make about Cherrim in general. Apparently, Cherrim is bugged.
It is.
Yeah.
You have to catch it at night if you want to catch it at all.
Or if you have to evolve it.
Cherubi. Yeah, fuck Cherubi. That's impossible. There's only one tree in the whole goddamn Heartwood that spawns it. It's the one closest to Lopunny.
I kind of got it by accident.
Nice! You got lucky then. I spent 6 hours looking for the little fucker.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I'm very impressed with the game so far. Like, I haven't been bored yet. There's been times where I got very frustrated. Mainly looking for Cherubi.
Right.
And that's understandable because that's when you don't know if it's only spawns on one tree, kind of thing. Where am I?
It's better than Munchlax, at least, right?
I already have Munchlax.
No, but I mean, like, Munchlax was fucking impossible to get in Diamond and Pearl.
Oh, Diamond. Oh, I don't even know how people found it.
It's like, very specific trees.
And it's like a 1% chance still, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Oh, that's a nightmare. I mean, I've gotten like stupidly lucky in Legends so far with some of the things I found. Like back-to-back shiny Pokemon.
I haven't
But I
found
found
I haven't found any shinies except for the Ponyta.
Same.
I've been anally trying to perfect every Pokedex entry.
Mm.
And the Bidoof I had was after I perfected it. So that's may as well call that I attempted shiny hunting it. Luxia was full odds, as was the Pikachu I found.
I caught an Alpha Luxio, and it's now a very large Luxray.
I saw that picture. That was so cool. See, my Luxray, my shiny, it's the largest it can be at non-alpha, and yours still dwarfs mine. Mine's a dwarf compared to yours. So, just go fight the Blissey. XP is a pain in the ass to get in this game sometimes.
Yeah. I'm just trying to pose this goddamn Mega Arcanine. Are we just appending like an H onto these megas, Giga?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello. I
Did I
don't.
miss it?
Oh
Yeah.
no, just. Oh no, not another space-time distortion.
You didn't miss much.
Okay.
Just me complaining about posing Eastern dragons.
Oh, and I think I would love to point out that there are some Pokemon that are super aggressive that I would never have thought would ever be aggressive.
Like?
Psyduck.
Yeah.
Like I've never out of all the Pokemon I pictured being aggressive, Psyduck is not close.
I said it to somebody else who said the same thing, but like, have you ever had a really bad headache
Yeah.
and gotten really grumpy?
Yes, that's most of my life actually.
Yes. Right?
Yeah.
So what do you think about it like that? It's just really
Oh, good
grumpy
point. Good point.
because it has a
Very
headache.
fancy. That's a good point.
So I have an issue. Um, Mega Arcanine H, because Hisuian Arcanine is Fire Rock. What the fuck type do I make the Mega? Because all of the Mega Arcanines are dragons.
Dragon.
Rock?
I could, but that kind of like doesn't feel right. If that makes sense.
I mean, maybe do a sort of thing similar to Delmize's ability.
There is another issue with that.
Give it stab with fire.
There's another issue with that in that like the Mega Arcanines also all have Levitate. So I can't give
Well, I
him
mean,
another
that
ability.
would give. Well, I mean, if it's part rock, that would get rid of his ground weakness.
The same goes if it was part fire, Giga.
I mean, fair, but still.
I'm just saying the
It can be
logic.
good no matter what.
Yeah. And I could make it Dragon Rock. It just kind of doesn't feel right. I don't know. I do know that the horn on its head is making me have the idea of it making it more of a Kieran type dragon.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. Just doing bullshit sketches.
And this is a terrifying Pokemon.
You know what? I'm going to share my screen because it would make a lot more sense if you guys were able to see what I was doing.
Okay.
Let's see. this. Aha!
What?
Oh, the window for the stream was. I have no idea where it was.
Oh.
Oh man, I forgot. Blissy's special wall, right? Isn't it?
Yep.
Fuck.
Good job.
Oh. They'll probably one-shot my Typhlosion anyways. Or use Soft Boil. Does this thing have nothing to attack me with?
I mean, if you were a Blissey, would you use your attacking stat?
No. Got it burned, though.
I don't know what I'm doing.
I mean, it looks cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
This is more
I
figuring
know
out
that doesn't
anatomy.
help you, but
Yeah, it does. It does not.
Have you seen Flamethrower in-game?
Yes.
It is so good.
I'm more figuring out anatomy than anything. So this will not be its final pose.
Agile style, soft boil. Okay.
What?
Agile style, soft boil.
Oh. That's okay.
I mean, I've already caught this Blissey. Like, I'm just trying to grind XP for Cherim.
You've caught that particular Blissey?
The level 62 one, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a respawning alpha.
Oh, okay.
Cherim just gets fucking one shot regardless.
I kind of like that little head thing.
yeah,
Yes.
Oh, speaking of drawing, the three of you are privy to the thing that I did at 4 a.m. last night.
Really?
yes.
Yeah, for Phoenix's benefit, go look in the dev server in Sardonyx Media.
Okay. Media. Oh my!
Yeah.
I like it.
Oops, I accidentally. Okay. Yeah, that was just a random thing that I did at 4 a.m.
Just for fun.
Yeah, basically.
It's really good.
Yeah, last night was a pretty productive night for Kuda.
Yeah. Where the fuck did I put that image? There it is.
So things to talk about because I keep getting lost on my train of thought.
Oh, it depends on
Uh,
what kind of vibe we were going for tonight.
yeah.
Oh, I can start saying something semi-spicy and a little bit personal.
I know where this is going. Go ahead.
COVID fucking sucks. Like, okay, it wasn't out of all of my family. I think I had it worse.
Ironic, since
Yeah, considering I'm
you
the youngest.
No, since you have been vaccinated.
We all have. We're all vaccinated.
Imagine that.
Oh, just like, oh, thank God the polio vaccine works.
Yeah.
I'd hate to have polio. No, it does suck. It sucked. It was not like a small little cold, like some people say on the internet.
Yeah, it's usually more like a bad flu.
This was weird. This is my personal experience. I know everybody does get affected with it differently, and I know for a fact, like I got the weirdest symptoms amongst my whole family. It started, oh shit, a Saturday night with a fever, and I have hyperthermia, so my normal body temperature is 99 and 100.
Yeah.
And so for me to have a fever, it has to be stupidly high. And the thermometer was like 105.
Yeah, that's some
Dangerous
thermometers won't go higher than 105 or 106.
I couldn't. Who knows? I think the one we have goes to 110, depending on the setting you have, because you can also measure the temperature of water and food with it too.
Yeah.
Really neat.
Because when I was a kid, I had E. coli, and the thermometer read 106, and that was the highest that our thermometer went.
Wow. Like that's the dangerous temperature up that high.
Yeah.
I was actually hallucinating from the fever.
That's common with fevers.
I've never had it before, but it was the weirdest kind of hallucination. It wasn't seeing cool shit or puffing the magic dragon.
It was like you couldn't really think straight.
No, the white walls in the room I'm in right now turned fuchsia.
Oh.
And that's when I realized something is very, very wrong.
Okay, yeah, that actually does make sense because high fevers can affect the eyes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that.
It was what the hell's that? Oh, the weasel. It was like I and when I got up to go get help, because I kind of like, okay, this is strange. I'm seeing purple everywhere. My body started I don't want to say convulsing like a seizure because it was like chills, but chills to the point that brought me to my knees, and I couldn't even call out for help.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the first night. That was the worst of it for me. The next day was the weirdest symptom I had. I don't even know if it's a symptom. I think it is. I think it's been in the records of COVID things. My body felt like I had a sunburn all over.
That's okay. That's not necessarily a COVID symptom, but it can be a symptom of high fever. I get that sometimes too when I'm very sick.
Okay, because that was the weirdest thing I've ever had happen to me in my life. Like wearing a shirt hurt.
Yeah. Especially like on the back, it felt like it was stinging.
Back and sides for me.
Yeah.
It was my back and my sides. It was horrible.
That's not necessarily a COVID symptom. That is a high fever symptom.
Okay. That makes sense because it followed. I thought it was like from the chills because I've never if people came in, if my mom or dad came in and while this was going on, they probably would have thought I was having a seizure. That's how bad I was shaking. I thought it was like muscles because of my muscles. I thought that was that causing it, but it just felt too much like a sunburn, and it was like awful. And that was day 2. Day 3 was just body aches, like unbelievable body aches, and like pain in my lungs almost. Even though I didn't really tell my mom that because I would have freaked her the fuck out. But it was pain in my lungs.
Yeah, this sounds like kind of in line with what I've heard about COVID being basically a really bad flu for the first day, and then it gets a lot better really quickly.
Oh yeah, like today I feel 100% better. Today my voice is a little hoarse and I'm a little stuffy, but I'm just going to chalk stuffy up to allergies right now.
Yeah.
But it was and I'm fatigued. Like I'm so exhausted. It's not funny.
Yeah, like
Wow.
compared to when I had pneumonia, um, like it was bad the entire way through until I saw a doctor for it, as opposed to COVID, which seems to pass really quickly once you get past the initial hurdle.
Yeah, like if your fever breaks, it's pretty much over.
Yeah.
And that's where my grandfather is right now. He's 85 years old, and he handled it better than all of us.
Yeah, like Shadow and Zedge recently got COVID, and he felt like shit for a day, and then he felt almost 100% better afterwards.
For me, it was like about 3 days.
Yeah, that's about reasonable.
Yeah, my dad was the fastest to recover. He got it, started showing signs Thursday night, I want to say. He stayed home on Friday, and Friday night is when not Friday night, but that's when I knew something was wrong with me. I didn't get the real symptoms until Saturday night. My mom, she's not showing major symptoms for it, but they're lingering for her.
Hmm.
Which is, I don't like that, but
Yeah.
she's doing fine. Like, I had the worst and the weirdest. Another thing, this was another weird thing. I noticed it. This stopped too. In having hyperthermia, I sweat easily. Like, I have a little bead of sweat going down my nose right now because I'm hot.
Yeah, your body is overheated, so it's trying to compensate.
I did not sweat at all with the fever, which that's when that concerned me bad.
Interesting.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden, I think it was today's Thursday. I would have been Tuesday. It's like a flip switched and just sweat started pouring off me. I had to go take a shower and change. Like that bad. Yeah, so in the end of it, COVID fucking sucks. Got that natural immunity.
Yeah. Which is proven more effective than these vaccines.
Yeah.
187 times more effective according to the CDC studies.
Yep. And they're finally admitting that masks don't work, so that's a step in the right direction.
Yeah. And I wish I could say I caught it in the stores, wearing the mask, doing everything you were supposed to, but no, my dad brought it home to all of us, so.
That makes sense.
Yeah, he works all over New York State, so I'm falling in the water. So yeah, that was my week.
Yeah.
And I don't want to go through that again because that was a horrible, horrible experience.
Yeah, like, honestly, if I got COVID, I don't think that it would beat the couple times that I've had pneumonia, or the time that I got E. coli, or the time that I got food poisoning.
Oh, it did affect gastro, whatever that
No, I
system
mean,
is.
I don't think it would be worse for me than
No,
those
it
particular
probably
instances.
wouldn't. Like E. coli, like I think I had that once when I was little, and I remember how terrifying that was. I basically lived in the bathroom.
My parents were concerned that I was going to die when I had E. coli.
How old were you?
I was like 4 or 5.
Oof, that's young for that. To
Yeah.
go through E. coli.
Yeah.
I do distinctly
At
remember
a
that I
similar
was.
age, I had salmonella.
Oh, geez.
Sorry.
I do distinctly remember that I was mildly delusional, or not delusional, delirious is the term that I'm looking for, because like they had these butterfly clamp things for taking blood tests, and I remember I didn't like needles. I still don't like needles, but I would like try to avoid things that I thought were going to hurt, and I reached for the butterfly clamp because it looked soft.
Mm.
It was not soft. It was made of plastic.
Excuse me.
Unite.
Oh, I did lose smell and taste, but for less than a day. Literally yesterday, I didn't have no smell and taste when I woke up. By the end of the day, I was fine. So, this is now what I'm going to say next. Probably could get me kicked off YouTube. This was like the most unnatural sickness I've ever had in my life. It did not feel natural one way or another.
Yeah, your body didn't react in a way that seemed,
Appropriate.
yeah.
I don't want to say this out loud, but I'm going to anyways.
Do you want to say it for the after party?
It doesn't really matter because it's kind of been proven what I'm going to say.
Okay.
It really did feel man-made.
Yeah.
It didn't feel natural. It felt like something that was cooked up by people.
Yeah, and
I
like
can say that from
I
experience.
I believed from the beginning that it was something man-made, but what I think it was released on accident rather than on purpose.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
I believe. I don't
You know.
never thought it was intentional. It was
and
just too
there's like
convenient.
yeah, there's like recent things from scientists where they were seriously discussing the possibility of it being from a lab, but they didn't say it because that would ruin relations with you know where.
Oh please, hold on. I gotta fight the urge to say something funny.
Yeah.
Okay, I fought the urge.
Save it for the after party.
I don't even think I should say it in the after party.
Why not? We're all friends here.
I'm not even going to say why I can't say it on YouTube.
Huh.
It's borderline something.
Ah,
God forbid my social credit score takes a hit. But yeah, that was the fever dreams were weird too. The night I had the fever,
Yeah.
they were the most surreal. I want to honestly say out of body experience. That's how weird they got.
Hmm.
It was like I was standing over my own body, and I could see like an energy map. Like have you ever seen those like chakra energy map shits, new agey stuff?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
I saw that like overlaid over my body.
Hmm.
And I was trying to fix it in the dream. And every time I would poke at certain things, I would wake up instantly. And it was just like Saturday into Sunday was the worst night of my life.
Yeah.
Oh, my stomach growled.
I think I heard that.
That one I picked up because I felt it in my throat. I apologize. This is the first time my stomach growled on camera that could be heard.
Wow.
Any spicy things you want to talk about?
Whoopi Goldberg. Like
I'm
the
genuinely
moment I
curious.
heard about that, I knew that we were going to be talking about it on Foxfire, so I just figured.
I was hoping.
I think
It's funny.
the thing that I said when all this first started happening was, my question is, why are we still caring about whatever Whoopi Goldberg thinks? Let's just leave her as funny hyena lady
Yeah.
and move on.
She was so good in Sister Act.
So she got suspended because of what she said, and now she's threatening to quit, and I'm just kind of like going, go ahead.
Okay.
It's funny when the left starts eating themselves, like an Ouroboros. But
No, but an Ouroboros is fucking cool. Don't compare it to them.
Ouroboros is a symbol of infinity.
Yeah.
I should never compare it to something that's literally killing itself.
Yeah.
Oh, off of Arabia. I mean, first of all, what she said, are you stupid?
I mean, I think we've answered that question.
Well, she's on The View, so that's
Yeah, exactly.
that answers everything. Like that you're on The View, your opinion doesn't matter at that point.
Yeah.
It's like, I forget. I think it was Family Guy that depicted them as nothing but cackling chickens.
Probably.
No, I'm 99. It's either that or American Dad, one or the other.
Are you sure it wasn't Simpsons?
No,
Is it-
it wasn't Simpsons.
Okay.
It was. I saw it on Cartoon Network, Adult Swim.
Okay.
What's with all the alphas? Damn. And it's like they are literally eating each other now.
Yep.
It's like when they have nothing to cancel or attack, and they can't get away with trying to cancel and attack certain people, they go after each other.
Don't feed the trolls, because when you starve a stomach, then it starts eating itself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a real thing.
Mm-hmm. I mean, since the left can't cancel Joe Rogan,
That's
they're
the
destroying
funniest thing
each
I've
other.
seen on the internet lately.
What, Joe Rogan?
Yeah.
Yes. Like I'm not like I can't say I'm a fan of him.
I barely know who he is.
I know him from Fear Factor. That's it.
Hmm.
I've never once saw any of his podcast or his show or anything like that. Oh shit, I'm choking.
Oh no.
Oh no.
No dying on the podcast.
Oh god, no! Then that'll be blamed on COVID.
Yeah.
I want to die of something better. I don't want to die of something so stupid. I died of a cold. I don't know. It's just like I love watching the news because it's the best comedy you can get right now. Oh, did you see what I think it was the head of CNN stepped down because he liked the ladies too much in the
CNN
office?
is collapsing.
I know, it's hilarious.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on, but I love it.
I'm not going to defend Fox, but CNN is holy shit. It's almost too funny.
I like genuinely. I don't know what's going on, but I don't care because CNN sucks.
It's hard to explain because it's almost like too like it's like if someone was writing a script.
Yeah. Is it a sort of can't make the shit up thing?
Yes. And it's like all of their big names are dropping the platform and going off and doing their own thing now. Like Don Lemon, he's going to the CNN's CNN Plus, I think it's called, which is not associated with normal CNN.
Wow.
Rachel Maddow's like just jumping ship completely. God, I hate even saying these people's names. Like I really dislike CNN. And propaganda's propaganda.
Yeah.
And to top it all off, our president doesn't even know our own history. Bless you.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Like today, he was given a speech about the violence in New York City,
Yeah.
and he's saying it's all guns' fault and not the DA who's letting out the criminals. And he said the Second Amendment didn't. You couldn't when the founding fathers created the Second Amendment. They never intended people to be able to buy cannons. That was the whole point of the Second Amendment, was so people, private citizens could own warships.
Yep.
Like, does Joe Biden not know what a privateer was? Like, anyone, if you could afford it, you could buy whatever the hell you want. In fact, someone pulled up a catalog from the 1700s, like you would order shit from.
Yeah.
A cannon and balls set was cheaper than a gentleman's wig.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like $16 for the cannon and cannonballs, and it was $15 for the wig. Wait, no. Doesn't make sense. The Canon was cheaper then. Canon, I don't remember, maybe $7, and the wig was $15.
Hey guys, how does it look so far?
Okay, let me click on over.
Looks great.
I'm liking it. That's very good.
All right. Give my wrist a break then.
Yeah, there's too many low-level Pokemon here. I thought around going killing the alphas and getting the candy from them was going to help. Not when you get barely half a level from this stuff.
So moving on from
So what-
spicy topics. Sorry.
Yes. It's best we do.
So do we want to hear about how I keep hurting myself, or do we want to hear about my plants?
Why not both?
Which one first?
Are you okay, first of all?
Yes, I am fine.
How do you keep hurting yourself and why?
Well, I keep having random nosebleeds, which is just the dry air. And last night, I bit off a taste bud.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, I don't
And I
even,
was there.
I don't even know how it happened. Like, my teeth just kind of clipped the edge of my tongue, and it stung for a bit. And, like, Nate could even tell I was getting distracted by the pain in my tongue. So, I used my phone as a glorified mirror, just took a selfie of my tongue, and discovered I was bleeding. So,
Mm.
I grabbed a antibacterial gauze pad from a thing that I had a couple months ago, and just sort of held it to my tongue. I looked up how long does it take a cut tongue to stop bleeding, and it's like 15 minutes of applying pressure.
And most of the time she was talking, it was through typing.
Yeah. At which point I tweeted about having bitten off a taste bud, and now I'm stuck here with a gauze pad pressed against my tongue. And after a minute, I kind of wondered, okay, there's like something in these gauze pads that kills bacteria. Is it safe to put on my tongue? And then I realized, wait, it's safe enough to put on an open wound. It should be safe enough to put in my mouth.
Yeah, it should be. In theory, it should be.
Yeah. Even now, my tongue kind of still hurts, but it's not bleeding, so.
Yeah, that's going to hurt for quite a while. I've burned off taste buds before. I've never bit one off. That sounds... Ouch.
I was more concerned about infection from how filthy human mouths are, which is why I grabbed the antibacterial gauze pad.
Right. It's funny how nasty our mouths can be.
Yeah.
Yep.
And now I'm drinking rum and coke, so any bacteria left
there's
in
your
there is just going to
disinfectant.
get killed by the alcohol.
Yay.
was that?
I said there's your disinfectant.
Yeah, basically. I think this is like even after Nate and I were comparing scars. Nate, do you want to talk about your very interesting looking scar on your finger?
Oh, yeah. So for the others here, do you know what a mandolin cutter is?
No.
Kitchen tool. So basically, it's just a board with a blade and in the middle and a hole underneath the blade, and you move vegetables or whatever back and forth to get even cuts on the vegetables, even slices.
Okay, I think I know what you're talking about.
So it is my opinion that mandolins are the most dangerous kitchen tool ever invented. It's really easy to basically just like cut off a finger with a mandolin.
Oh.
And I almost did at one point. This was years and years ago. This was at least 8 years ago, if not like 10. But yeah, I very nearly cut off my finger with a mandolin.
And it left you with a nasty scar.
I mean, I wouldn't say nasty, but noticeable.
I have hundreds of scars over my hands. Each one has a story.
You want to tell any of those stories?
Yeah, sure.
Mhm.
Sorry if I'm distracted. I'm a horde of Staravia. They're a pain in the ass Pokemon.
No problem.
I have one. It's on my left hand. It's not as big as it used to be. It's hold on, I can pause this. It's only on my knuckle, and it's like the best, my favorite. It's my favorite scar, as silly as that is. I was climbing a tree back when Phoenix was young Phoenix, and my hands got caught around a vine that was up on the tree. And it was one of those vines that kind of move on their own.
Mhm.
Because for some reason, the swamp where I live has those. And it's terrifying. The creeper vines or carrion vines or whatever the fuck they're called. And it started, like, I gripped it, and you could, like, feel it sort of, like, reacting to your touch and starting to grip you back. And I'm like, okay, I'm jumping. And I let go because I'm not that high up. I'm high enough to not break a leg. And as I'm falling down, I have my hands up. The whole vine grips my arm, like it gets caught in the like the twist on the tree, and I just get like a cut from like my crook of my elbow all the way to the tip of my finger. One perfectly straight cut.
Oh, geez.
And the only place it was deep enough to leave a very noticeable scar was on the knuckle. And that is my favorite story and scar to have. As
Because a
macabre
plant
as
tried
that
to
is.
kill you.
Yeah, but a plant tried to kill me and I beat its ass.
Congratulations.
No, I survived. I never said I wasn't a weird person. You all know I'm weird.
Yep.
I mean, who here isn't weird?
No doubt.
I was going to say Nate, but that's not true.
That is really not true.
Yeah. You're the most normal of us, I would say. But that doesn't make you not weird.
And I don't consider myself particularly normal, so
Yeah.
Oh, being normal's boring as it is.
it really is.
Is that all the scar stories we have?
I think so.
Oh, that's the only good scar story I have.
Hmm.
The rest are all stupid mistakes.
I mean, sometimes those can be the best.
Most of them's my foot getting caught inside a door.
Oh. My dad once got his toe caught on like the metal door thing at the bottom of the door frame, and it ripped
Yeah,
off his
that's...
nail.
Oh, fuck me.
Yeah,
Oh.
he was not happy about that.
That's nasty and painful.
Yeah. But that's all that I really remember about his injuries.
Like, idea of losing a nail like that's...
And it grew back eventually.
Oh, yeah, it's just still... That's a heebie-jeebie moment.
Yeah.
It really is. And like I'm someone who just like doesn't like toenails and fingernails in general.
I bite mine.
I cut mine so low. It's not. It's painful. It's
I-
stupidly painful.
I bite mine to the point where I have trouble picking up coins.
I mean, that's how short I keep mine.
Yeah, it's me too because I just press down onto them to the point my finger sticks to the coin.
Yeah.
Like, if I keep my nails long, I end up with scratches in my face
Eh.
in my sleep. And that's not a joke. The reason why I just cut my nails is I cut my scratch from near my eye down my cheek.
Ouch.
Yeah. Oh, fuck you, you stupid ass bird.
For me, it's this thing where like I can just always feel my nail just sitting on my fingers and toes, and I hate that feeling so much.
That's strange.
Yeah,
It's like noticing your nose on your face kind of thing.
yeah.
And once you notice it, it like gets really under your skin.
Yeah.
But
No.
there are times that I cut my nails so short that it starts to bleed a little bit.
hmm
Not much, just like a little, you know,
I've slipped
little.
before and sliced deep with the clipper thing.
Mm.
Staravia. Why can't I get a simple horde or mass outbreak that are an aggressive Pokemon? Staravia, Staraptor. Bless you again.
Thank you.
Okay, I wasn't sure if it was a sneeze.
I sneeze a
Doesn't
lot during the
matter.
winter.
The dry heat.
I like to say bless you to like every single unintentional bodily sound because it throws people off and it's so funny.
They fart. Bless you.
Yes, exactly. And they're like, I didn't sneeze. Do you want me to take back the blessing?
What do you do if
That's
someone
good.
says yes?
You know, that would actually throw me off though. I'd just be like, oh, okay. Ah.
Touche.
Non-consensual blessings. Curves are
But yeah,
hard.
it's always just funny whenever, somebody gets, either, not always offended, but just like, that wasn't a sneeze. I know.
Some people get offended over the stupidest shit.
Oh, I think the point Nate was making is that it's not really that they get offended.
No, I mean sometimes they do. I,
Oh.
I've seen people get offended over it. Usually, like really traditional people
Mm.
getting offended
Oh,
over it.
that's shocking. I was assuming they wouldn't get upset over it.
Well, yeah, because you only say "bless you" to sneezes. You know.
Oh, I thought we said bless you to scare the demons that make you sick away.
Yeah. Right, but like it just became this thing of oh, you
Oh, I know. I
only
was just
say "bless you" to sneezes. Yeah.
yeah. Traditions are weird.
Yeah. But usually people just like are trying to correct me, just like no, that wasn't a sneeze. Yeah. And-
damn, the tickle in my throat. I don't want to cough into the mic. I'm just going to sip my water.
Okay. Also, like, Nate, I'm not sure if you would know this, but my firestorm succulent at some point got knocked over, and I just noticed tonight when I was doing my watering rounds. So it was like basically upside down for a time. I don't know when it happened, and it lost a fair amount of dirt, but should it theoretically be fine as long as I just keep an eye on it?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's sad.
I mean, aside from losing one leaf, it seems to be perfectly fine.
Thankfully, succulents are hardy little plants.
Yeah.
They are.
They're more likely to die by you taking too much care of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I have a succulent. I forget what kind it is. You literally only water it once a month.
That's most
Is it
succulents.
the ZZ plant?
I have no clue what it is. It looks like an aloe plant, but it's not aloe.
It might
It's
be a
in a
type of
skull.
aloe.
It might be. It probably is. The only reason why I wanted it because I like the pot it was in. It was inside like a skull.
Oh, that's cool.
I was like my edgy ass at Halloween. It's like I want that.
There's a succulent that I really want to get a plant of, and every time I go to like Home Depot or whatever, I look for it. Partially because there's one time I was with my dad, we went to Home Depot and I saw one there, but because I was with my dad, it wouldn't have been easy to bring back with me, you know? But the plant is a lithops.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar with a lithops. I'll have to Google
in
it.
the in the succulents community, because of course there's a community for succulents. They tend to get called butts
Oh, the living
for
stone.
very good reasons. Yeah.
I had one of these. I love that. It's a good one.
Yeah. I also really like their flowers. Like,
Yeah, the yellow flower that comes out from in between the I don't know what to call it. Proper
leaves.
term would be cleavage, but
Yeah.
it's a scientific term.
They're just leaves.
Yeah, I had one of these. They're a weird little plant.
They are. But part of the reason I want it so much is just because they're usually called butt by the succulent community, and I'm just like, yeah, that's funny.
So basically, your taste in plants is equal to that of a 12-year-old sense of humor.
I need to be right back.
Yep.
That was almost too perfectly
Avoiding
timed.
the question, I see. Probably one of his dogs.
Oh, okay. Okay, and now I go this way and then left. There is an outbreak of Yenma, and I love Yenma. Holy shit, I've never seen this weather before.
Oh.
It's like super sunny and arid all of a sudden.
I mean, you have seen that weather, just not in Legends.
Right, sunny, like, it's drought.
Yeah. Harsh sunlight is what it's called.
Yeah, that's it. Harsh sunlight, I couldn't remember. Weather wars, good times.
Yep.
Oh fuck, it's in an area I can't reach. Okay, we gotta do some shifty shit weird here. Okay, I'm so glad you can Skyrim the horse in this.
Yep. It doesn't always work, but that's why you get a particular other ride Pokemon.
Oh yeah, eventually you'll get that. But for now, I Skyrim things.
Yeah.
It's funny, me and my friend, we've been mostly comparing this to Skyrim, of all games.
I mean, I did the same.
Yeah, it really does have a Skyrim feel to it.
Also, can I just say that I appreciate how the entire internet has accepted Skyrim as a verb?
It is, yeah. Yeah. It is a fucking verb. Oh shit, it is.
It's a verb in the same way that Google is.
Yeah. We Skyrim that shit.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Hello.
Sorry, that was so sudden.
It's fine.
Oh, so Yenma are aggressive Pokemon too. Well, fuck me. These ones are actually going to kill me.
Dragonflies are aggressive in
Yeah.
real
Yeah, I
life.
know. Yeah, fair. They actually do a lot of damage. God damn.
Just remember, dragonflies are predators.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
They're like the apex predator of the insect world.
They really
I
are.
thought the spider would be.
No.
No. Spiders are ambush predators, and as far as I'm concerned, like, ambush predators don't get to be apex predators.
Humans are technically both.
Well, no, but we actively hunt. A spider
True.
doesn't go out and look for its food. It just spins a web and waits for the food to come to it.
Well, there are those rednecks that just hop up into a tree and wait for the deer to go by.
Yeah, but they're actively still, like, attacking the...
And
Isn't that
there
what a
are
trapdoor
some
spider does?
spiders that actively hunt.
Do they?
Tarantulas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, tarantulas, jumping spiders. Um,
But even with them, like, dragonflies are the top tier apex predator of insects.
they really are.
They're so adorable.
They are.
And I would say in second place are actually praying mantises.
Yes.
Mm. Yes, those things can kill birds.
Yeah. What about adult
Wait.
antlions?
I
I
don't
remember.
know about them too much.
Aren't those like the things that like hide in the sand?
Only the larvae do that.
Okay, and the ones that are adults fly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay.
they look a lot like dragonflies.
Yeah. To the point where it's not uncommon for people to think Flygon is a dragonfly instead of an antlion.
I always thought it was just a dragon.
It's an antlion.
Yeah, I would have I mean I always kind of knew that deep down because Rampage is an antlion.
Yeah.
Like literally.
Yeah, it's a backwards antlion.
Yeah.
Huh?
The fat part of the antlion is its butt.
Oh.
Whereas in Trapinch, the fat part of its body is the mouth.
Ah, okay. Leave it to Pokemon to make a terrifying insect adorable.
Yep. You know what I want a Pokemon to be made based off of?
What?
A Dobson fly.
Not
Yes, that would be
familiar.
so cool.
Oh, hold on. I'll
Uh,
Google. Not familiar with that.
They're huge.
Oh
I
God,
still have a picture of them. Yeah.
that's terrifying.
Yep. So Dobson flies also have distinct whatchamacallit, wow, gender. Oh, what's the word for gender difference? The scientific word.
Dimorphism.
There we go. Sexual dimorphism. So the males are the ones that have the really long pincers,
Mm-hmm.
and the females are the ones with the shorter pincers. Of those, which one do you think is more dangerous?
Female.
Yes,
I assume because
because
the females are always like the most dangerous in the animal kingdom.
yeah, and the reason why though is because the pincers of the male are so long that they can't generate enough leverage to actually do anything.
Hmm. I
Whereas
can
a
see that
female
working.
Dobson fly, yeah, the female Dobson fly can actually draw blood if it bites you.
Yeah.
Damn. I could see that being an interesting Pokemon with stat differences between genders. Like, what the fuck's that bird? Uh, Unpheasant. Is that the final form of P-Dove?
Yes.
Where the females were faster than the males?
Were they?
Yes.
No.
They weren't?
No,
Yeah.
Meowstic is like the first time that really happened, I think.
Oh, every female Unpheasant I had was always a lot faster than the males.
It's probably just IVs.
Yeah,
And
probably.
nature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh, there should
also
be more
probably
things
a
like
good
that.
amount of confirmation bias too.
Yeah.
There should be more Pokemon like that then.
Yeah, like the only ones that have an actual stat difference between the male and the female are Meowstic, I think Indeedee, and I guess Nidoran's line counts.
Yeah, I was gonna say like let's have a technicality for Nidoran here.
Yeah.
Like, I know that would screw up the numbers, the numbering system, but can we please fix that?
No.
There has to be a way to fix that, though.
I don't think it's a thing that needs to be fixed.
Or at least make which one's unbreedable, need them female?
Yeah.
Make them breedable, then.
Yeah. Apparently that's intentional, but I disagree with that.
Like, I would not be able to see a reason why that's intentional.
The creepy part about it is that it's Nidorina and Nidoqueen that are in the
Yeah.
undiscovered
The
group,
female Nidoran can breed.
and Nidoran female is breedable. Just
The baby.
mildly
Yep.
creepy. Yeah. It's not so much creepy as it is just mildly uncomfortable, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Alright, reindeer, let's fly. Holy shit, that worked.
Also, Nate, I don't know if you saw, but in the public server, I posted about my tiger tooth aloe and how it now has a
Yeah.
kid.
Yes, I did see that.
How'd you breed your plant?
It did it by itself.
Yeah,
Oh.
succulents sometimes just have props,
Yeah.
and those props can become new plants.
That's cool.
Actually, it's not just succulents, because I can confirm that the same thing can happen with strawberries.
Hmm.
Because out at my grandma's, we once planted some strawberries, and we used like an old log as a planter. The strawberries grew, and the plant would go over the log and into the gravel around it. Next year, all of a sudden, strawberry plants everywhere.
Oh my god, there's so many of them.
What?
I found Goomy.
Oh,
Ah.
There's so many of them. And I found an
I
alpha
feel like
Sliggoo.
yeah, I feel like if I saw that, I would just like stand there for a bit and go, "Oh my god, that's amazing! That's so cute!" Ah,
They are so cute.
I have another topic to bring up, and this is more frustration slash annoyance slash something. I don't know, but I've been getting unsolicited DMs from this random person that I just share one server with. And, like, let me show you the entirety of the conversation that we've had.
Okay.
Like,
Is it the do URP person?
yes.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I'm looking at your screen share still.
Oh,
They'll be in context.
yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to interact with this person.
They seem to really want to be friends with you.
Yeah.
I should probably actually read it. I kind of know a little bit of the context, but
But yeah, just the fact that this is the entirety of our DM conversation.
Okay, that is kind of creepy though. Towards the bottom,
Yeah.
wondering, are you cute? Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that's I don't want to say red flag, but that's odd.
I feel like if somebody asked me what is your cutie level, I would respond with a picture of Shrek.
That's genius. Alright, to catch Alpha Slagoon now. Oh my god, it's so fucking cute, and it's angry and after me.
I mean, of course
just-
it's angry.
Yeah, I just been catching its children this whole time.
Yeah.
I sequence skipped, jumped over the river when I should be doing this after I get Basculin.
Oh god.
Basculegion, rather. Everything wants to kill me over here. It goes into its shell and... Huh?
I said Toxcroak wants to kill you. Torterra wants
Yeah.
to kill you.
Like, the thing that shocked me the most to be so goddamn hostile... Paris. Parasect, sure, that's a giant-ass mushroom, but the little shit mushroom will chase you down all the way across the region.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was-
it's still being controlled by the cordyceps, so
Yeah.
Good point. It's the
I was
mushroom, not the
mildly
bug.
surprised to find that, like, Drifloon is aggressive, considering that we're not a little kid.
He's still gonna try to kidnap you.
Driftloon,
Yeah, but, like-
I just laugh so hard with Driftloon.
Yeah. What was another one that was just, like, weirdly aggressive for no reason?
Hippopotas kind of shocked me, but then I realized it's a fucking hippo.
Yeah. Also, can
Like,
someone
hippos are.
can someone confirm if Pikachu is neutral or timid? Because, like,
It's every Pikachu I've come across, they will just watch you until you throw a ball at them, then they get hostile.
yeah, like, I've noticed with Pichu and Pikachu, Pichu is, like, initially hostile, like, it'll Thunder Wave at you, and then it'll just run away. And
Mhm.
Pikachu will just kind of chill until you provoke it, and then it'll attack you and then run away.
Yeah. Well, I've never had one run away.
I have.
Oh. You know what Pokemon shocked the hell out of me? That it'll just stand around and hang out with you?
What?
Machamp. Or not the Machoke. Machoke. It literally just stands with you and it's like, yo, what up?
Yeah,
And it's like,
no, it's not even just that it'll just stand there. It'll stand there and pose.
exactly.
It just wants to show off.
And I gave it a berry. It eats the berry and goes right back to posing.
What does Machop do?
The
Machop, I
same
think,
thing.
yeah, basically the same thing.
Okay.
Like it was the
Scared.
funniest thing. It's like I expected them to be hostile towards you, but no, they just want to like flex.
Is Cricketune
That
aggressive?
is great.
Cricketune, it can be. I've had one chase me. I've had some run away.
Okay. Because I know that obviously the alpha Cricketune will be aggressive, but like I've never actually stood around long enough to see what a normal Cricketune will do.
They get hostile, launch an attack, then just run away.
Hmm.
I want the Sliggoo.
And I have too many games that I just have left unfinished. Like BDSP, I think I'm in Eterna or shortly after it, and it's not that I don't want to play it; it's that I don't like Sinnoh.
I like Hisui said no more now. Okay, you think so. Dragons like the mushrooms.
Pretty much everything likes the mushrooms.
I've noticed that.
Oh, also, will flying Pokemon turn aggressive if you just leave them alone, but you're like close to them?
Ones in the air, I think will just ignore
I've
you
never
entirely.
noticed.
Okay. Because I found myself like avoiding the cliffs close to where the Staraptor and the Gyarados are because I don't want to deal with them.
Yeah, that's fair.
I've never had them get hostile. I just watching them fly around.
It's the Skyrim player in me that's just kind of wary
Oh.
because flying dragons in Skyrim can spot you from fucking 15 miles away.
Yeah.
But yeah, like I
It's
have
like
Braviary and can fly close to them, and I don't think they've ever aggroed on me.
Okay.
uh, I was a little shocked to see the flying Gyarados.
That was just funny to me. It's just like casually undulating through the air.
Yeah. Like I get it's a flying type, but that doesn't mean I ever want to see Gyarados fly.
It is a Chinese dragon, so
Yeah. It was just like off-putting when I first saw it. I was like, wait. It was like deep down, it was like, yeah, I know that's a thing. But I don't want it to
Fuck
be
you
a
too,
thing.
Ginter.
what?
Ginter just sold me a peak block.
Oh,
You can buy one?
He'll randomly sell that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay, him, the Ginkgo guy.
Yeah. Like late,
Oh,
like post game, he'll straight up sell all the machines for Rodon.
wow.
serious? Where's Rotom even found in this game?
It's
Coronet
wild.
Highlands.
Oh, okay.
Also, I just brought onto my Psy screen just the random doodles I was doing last night because Nate said that he liked that sort of style.
Yeah.
My abstract
Oh.
sketches.
That looks like a nice reference sheet for ideas. I like the fox at the bottom.
Yeah, that's just me quickly replicating my watermarks. Also, just like there's a pissed off Sithra over here.
What did you do? Why is he angry?
I don't know, but I like started drawing a Sithra, and then I just started doodling. I don't think that he is like actively angry. It's just the way that his horns or the Asithra's horns go
Yeah.
that make them look like an angry Nick Wilde.
Why are you running? Why are you running,
There's-
Pedalo?
There's these two which I like.
Yeah, I just love abstract stuff like this.
Yeah.
I know that's entirely why you did it, because I said I like it, but
Yeah,
it's just,
I really like
can't get
these
over
two
it.
wyverns, or not really wyverns, but yeah.
I like the wings positioning on the bottom one, the one under the that one. Yeah.
Yeah. Rabbits because I was trying to replicate something. This because it just came to mind.
What is that? Oh,
Oh.
frog.
A frog trying to eat a dragonfly.
Yeah, that's cool.
Or a butterfish.
Or that. Now the
What's
tail
crazy is
isn't
I was actually thinking the same thing.
the tail isn't wacky enough for it to be a butterfish.
I mean, it's just cut off.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know what's something I really love in Legends?
What?
Pokemon react if you catch one of the Pokemon next to them.
Yep.
That's a chef kiss kind of thing.
Nate also liked the OG Cythera sketches up here.
Yes.
Those are cool. I like the red one a lot.
It got scrapped eventually.
I still like it.
Let's see if there's more in here somewhere. This is like my favorite sketch ever because it was just me trying to figure out anatomy for a specific
Ooh.
dragon species that we have in our roleplay universe.
I love the wings.
Yeah, it has 4 of them.
I'm a sucker for when things have like multiple wings or multiple eyes.
Yes, because you're only going to have one wing or one eye.
Multiple sets.
Multiple
Wise
sets.
ass.
Yeah.
Oh, I did create a bird that had 7 wings. A long time ago.
Let's see. Who wants to see a shitpost Mega Pukamuku?
Mega Puke, I do. Puke is fucking awesome.
I think Nate remembers this.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that
That was just a complete shitpost that I made one day.
I just love how the body's like a little.
Yeah.
Pikamuku is a Pokemon that has potential to be something great, and it's never done anything with. It could have been the Shuckle of that generation and been a meme lord.
Yeah.
It is in my heart, and that's what matters.
Here's a
It
light
could have used
catcher.
an evolution.
No. Didn't
No?
need one.
I thought I could
Nah.
have used one.
Here's a light catcher. Here's a barkback.
I like the barkbacks.
Same. I like how gigantic their ears are, and you don't even really notice them because the horns are in the way. Like, I have a barkback juvenile without its antlers, or horns, rather, and it literally just looks like a spiky dog.
Ricky dog.
If I can find it. Yeah. This spiky dog.
It's the emerald coloration, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
I was
emerald
like,
is the default.
I like the emerald.
I really like light catchers.
I'm starting to think Goomy spawns here all the time, and it wasn't just a special thing.
I'm just showing off art at this point. Here's a Cythera. It's old design
That's
with
pretty.
fewer markings, but yeah.
I love that background.
Thank you.
I'm a sucker for galaxy backgrounds. Like that.
Here's more Cythera.
That's cute.
Yeah. So I actually have these two in that other pose. The ruby and the obsidian. Let's see. There's more stuff in here. I need to be careful about what I show.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're still recording.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also just like I'm not supposed to show unrevealed stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah. I did this once.
Nice.
I don't know what
like
inspired me to do
that.
this.
Helicopter.
Kalecopter. I don't know what inspired me to do this, but it was fun.
And somewhere down there is me cosplaying as Shadow the Hedgehog, looking up, thinking, "What the fuck?"
Oh, this design.
I like
More
it.
roleplay stuff.
Uh,
I actually have like wireframes of them somewhere. Hold on. Me figuring out because this is a race that are basically shape-shifting dragons, and it's not entirely clear whether or not there are three subspecies of the same species or they're just entirely different species. And one of them is a winged eastern, one is a western, and one is a wyvern.
mm,
I need to actually draw them, but lazy. I have this, which I started drawing, and then remembered how difficult it would be. But I do like the angle on the wing.
I think it looks nice. I'd love to see this one like brought to fruition.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while. You want to see something that's like actual years old that I just. Yeah, it's from 2017. and I just never finished it.
Oh.
I like it. I like that tale.
Thank you. Yeah. Like, it's still layered and stuff, just... That looks weird. What happens if I do this? Yeah. Yeah, at this point I'm just showing off art, but who cares?
It's fine. Shelter. Oh.
I never did go through with my plan to cook something for Chinese New Year.
Hmm.
I mean, I can still do that, but like I have some red bean paste just in the freezer.
And I spilled shortly before we started, and some rum and coke got onto my mouse, and the mouse wheel is not really sticky, but more resistant than usual, and I'm just hoping it doesn't just gum up.
Would some isopropyl alcohol help with that?
I don't have any.
Oh.
I typically don't have that stuff.
Oh. I use it for a lot of art stuff, so I keep it on hand a lot.
It's
Yeah, I
also
was trying to
just
figure out.
one of those things that's good to have.
Here,
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out head angles.
I mostly use ISO to make glasses cleaning solution, my own.
Hmm.
Definitely great for that. Not just glasses. I'm just like
Yeah,
great like
but
cleaning glass
for
in
that
general.
basic, yeah, but I have a little spray bottle that I need to replace soon, actually, because it's starting to get wonky.
Hmm.
But
Mm.
basically, it's just about half ISO, half water, with a drop of dishwashing or of dish soap.
You just described homemade paint airbrush thinner. It's literally
Probably
how I make
basically
my
the
own
same
airbrush thinner.
thing.
It's a flow improver.
Who wants to see the original
Yeah.
Dontorex?
I do. Oh.
Yes.
It's not this. No.
Oh.
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 Huh.
I like it. Not what I was expecting. That's a
I can see why you would change it. Not that it's bad. It's just
Yeah.
I understand the changes.
Yeah, mostly it was cluttered.
oh, you gotta be this way, Gumi.
I drew this guy once for no particular reason. Doing that same thing that I told you about last night, Nate, with the hands.
Yeah. This one isn't as notable. Like you can still see a little bit of the hand on of the right hand.
Yeah.
Okay, this Gumi's fucking wiping out my team. This is bullshit.
I will never not like this sketch.
It's a great sketch. Looks like a an inheritance cycle cover.
It does.
And too much personality for that, though.
Yeah. I like the tattered sail.
Great detail.
Yeah. I actually like it better as a sketch than colored. Let me go find the colored one. Because I got lazy and didn't want to shade.
Ooh. Now it really looks like an inheritance cycle cover.
This
You know
is
what I found funny
what?
with Legends? One of the things when I was trying to perfect Eevee's Pokedex, I would just throw balls at the Ponyta while I was there. And it was just like you bonk them on the face with the Pokemon, they look so surprised.
Well, like, how often do they encounter people throwing balls at their faces?
You're one of the first, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's just they're so trusting originally. Like they'll come up to you, and then you just throw the fucking ball in their face.
Are you talking about Eevee?
Oh, Ponyta,
Oh,
Eevee
okay.
will run from you.
Oh, Ponyta will run for you too. That's why
No,
I got
I've had him
confused.
come up to me sometimes.
I've had Pokemon come up to me to investigate me and then immediately run away when they realize
Yeah,
that
that's what
I'm a person.
That's what Ponyta does a lot. Super cute.
Kricketot does that too.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never had one come up to me. They see me and they book it the other way.
Yeah. When I'm standing still, I've had Kricketot come up to me and then run away.
I love it how this feels the most alive a Pokemon game has ever been. Have you ever been stalked by a Pokemon?
Oh.
No.
If you go up around Lake Verity where the Luxray hide,
I mean, I'm
they
not
will
there
stalk
yet,
you.
so.
Well, I'm technically not supposed to be there either. I just Skyrim up the mountain.
That's how I play Breath of the Wild.
That's how you play anything.
Yes, that's true.
Like, that's how you play
That's-
ESO.
Yes.
So Nate made it a point to get to the highest place that he could in one of the ESO expansions called Somerset. There's this
Mhm.
massive tower on the island of Artaeum, and he could get about halfway up it before physics stopped really applying to the
Oh,
tower.
wow.
Well, no, before there's just no longer an actual model. It
Mhm.
doesn't have collision anymore.
Oh, that's crazy.
And
And
he
then
taught me how
later
to do it.
on, in another update, they added invisible walls to the tower so you can't climb up it anymore.
Well, you can still get really far up it,
Yeah,
just not
but
that far. It's you can still get high enough that jumping off will kill you.
Yeah.
I'm just pulling out my sketches now.
I found out the shiny charm isn't as hard as I thought it was to get in the game too.
Ooh.
Like originally, I was told that like all the reports were that you had to perfect every single Pokedex entry to get the shiny charm.
Yeah.
That's incorrect. All you have to do is have basically complete the Pokedex.
Right.
Basically, if you're playing the game, you should be able to do it by the time you finish the game.
Unless you happen to like skip a Pokemon for some reason.
Yeah, which is very easy to do.
Yeah.
Like I haven't found Happiny yet.
I'm just
I
showing
know.
off line art and sketches.
What the fuck was that? Oh, it's a pedal though.
Hmm.
I thought it was a Burmese just walking around. I was about to say that doesn't look right.
Man, I love this line art. Like the final product is really good too, but I just love the line art because you can see more clearly how the scales interlock.
That is really good.
I don't know if anybody gets the joke, but it looks like a character from a Shaft anime. Just because of the pose.
Ah.
Oh, I
Shaft
am at.
is famous for anime head tilts.
Ah.
I'm almost at 2 hours, and for the sake of the internet not wanting to upload my video, I'm going to wrap up mine around now.
All right, I'll wrap up mine too.
You don't have to. You can keep going if you want.
Meh.
Okay. So yeah, if anyone enjoyed this podcast and enjoyed watching Arceus and hearing about Arceus and hearing about all the crazy shit we get up to, leave a like and share around. Helps to grow the channel, and I'd always do appreciate it. Be sure to go check out Kayleon's side of this podcast as well. And everybody else in this video, go check them out in one way or another.
Yep.
Even if they don't have a social media, go check them out.
Yeah. Play Sardonyx and you'll be able to interact with Giga and Nate.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ah.
I'm also on Twitter.
Oh, so is Giga.
I mean, I link both of them on Twitter. I link everybody on Twitter.
Same.
Yeah.
I stopped calling Nate a guest. He's part of the podcast now.
Yeah, like the minute that he became part of the Foxfire Podcast, I just listed him in the descriptions as one of the people in the Foxfire Podcast.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, I wish I had something witty to say. Don't go licking doorknobs.
And if you do have to lick doorknobs, then at least you're getting natural immunity.
You're getting the immunity of a god if you have to lick doorknobs. Let's just hope those
Make
Flintstone
sure they're
vitamins.
chocolate first.
Let's just hope those Flintstone vitamins are up to the task from your childhood.
Yeah, see ya, folks.
Yes, goodbye.